So, you want to know how to become a Minecraft Bedrock YouTuber? Well, today is your lucky day, because in this video, I'm going to be covering everything from branding, editing, and filming. And I'm going to show you pretty much everything I've learned so far. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So, you're going to have to start off obviously by creating a channel. Now, I can't give you too many hints here because you're going to have to create an own username that, well, fits your style. But I do recommend choosing a clean username. I'm just going to use whatever this is for this video, and let's continue moving on. Now that you have your channel created, you're going to need to get a profile picture. Now, your profile picture can just be your Minecraft skin, or if you're an artist, you can draw one or get a commission. Just try and pick a profile picture that is going to fit your style and make your channel stand out, and people will instantly recognize it. Now, you can also choose a banner, but this isn't really important as some channels don't have them. It could be anything from just saying subscribe or something that just fits your personal channel design. But again, that is optional and you don't have to use it. So now that you have your channel created, you're going to have to upload something. So on to the next thing. Now, the next step is obviously going to be filming. Now, for filming, it kind of just depends on what your style of editing is going to be, but I'm going to show you the pretty basic style that we see so far in Hive content creation. So let's say you're making a video on Sky Wars, and it's called something like I became the best Sky Wars player. So you're going to want to open it up with a clean intro. I recommend going into F5 or lowering your FOV, saying what your intro is, and editing it a little bit extra if you want to, but we'll get to editing in a second. So now after you have your intro done, you're going to want to go over to Sky Wars. So now that you're inside of the game, what you're going to want to do is just play normally. And let's say you're making a commentary video. So for the style of commentary, you're just going to want to commentate the game that you're playing and try and stay entertaining. So now that you have filmed your video, you're going to need to do an outro. This outro should be personal to whatever you do and try and make it unique. So now that you've done your outro, we can go on to editing. So now you are ready to edit your video. You filmed everything, you got it ready, and you're ready to go. Now, I recommend using CapCut if you're a beginner to editing. It's really simple and is by far the easiest to understand. But if you want something a little bit more professional, you can try DaVinci Resolve, as I've used both of them and they are both pretty good. So now you're going to need to import your clips. Now that you have imported your clips, you're going to need to drag them down here. Now, let's say that this is gameplay. Let's say this is your intro. You're going to want to split it. I recommend using transitions and sound effects as it makes your video more smooth. In the description, I am going to be putting a folder full of assets that you can use for editing and for thumbnails, which we're going to get to next. So after you have done your core gameplay and added everything that you need to do, it's time to add an outro. Now, you're going to want to do another split and a transition to where your outro would be. Now that you have your core video done, which obviously mine is just this animation, but yours would be like an actual video, you can add on auto captions. DaVinci Resolve and CapCut both has them. I should say for CapCut, you do have to pay for them. So if you want to add auto captions, you can find all of these different ones here that you can choose from to add on. I'm sure there's something here that will fit your style if you want to use it. I also recommend adding background music, as it also can help make the video more entertaining. I am also going to be listing that in the folder in the description. So now that you've edited your video and you're happy with it using the assets that I've listed and assets that you can find, you can export it. And now it's time to get your thumbnail. Now, I am going to go ahead and say that I am not the best when it comes to making thumbnails. I'm no Sparks guy, but I am going to show you what I know, and if you want to learn some more, I recommend checking out Sparks Guy's video and a couple of other people who have made videos on thumbnails, because I'm not the best at it. But I am going to show you the basics if you're just wanting a simple thumbnail. So you're going to want to hit New Project, and you're going to want to hit YouTube Cover. Then you're going to want to find the assets. If you don't have any, you can use the one in the description. Personally, I have a video stuff file full of stuff, and we're going to go to thumbnail presets, and you're going to grab just a basic background such as this. You're going to want to fill it in. After you have filled it in, you can grab your Hive logo. Again, assuming that you're making a Hive video, it doesn't have to be Hive. So you can put your Hive logo right here. Now, I do recommend putting your Minecraft skin on your thumbnail. I mean, you don't have to, I guess, if you don't want to, but it is recommended. So you can take your skin and put it right down here in the bottom hand corner, and you can just use whatever assets you want. So let's say like I'm doing a video on like Hive fell off, and you can use this and put it here and kind of move this one more towards the center. So here you have a pretty basic looking thumbnail, but for starting out, your thumbnails are probably not going to be really big. So now that you have your basic thumbnail, you can use this. You can go into blending options and choose from these to make your thumbnails look better. For example, we have color overlays, textures, stroke, inner shadow, whatever fits the bill. So after you've created your thumbnail, you're ready to upload your video. So you're going to want to go to export, PNG, and save it. So once you're back on your channel, it's time to upload your video. So you're going to want to hit on create. It's going to take you here, select files, click on the video that you've created, and here's a really important part. Your title is what's going to make people want to click on your video just as much as your thumbnail. Thumbnails and titles are important. So for this video, assuming that it's Sky Wars, we're going to name it I1v1 Hive's Biggest Sky Wars Players. This is a title that sounds interesting. Now in your description, you can put credits if you have help with your thumbnail or outro or whatever you need to do, but I do recommend using hashtags as it helps people find your video. For example, hashtag Minecraft, hashtag Hive, hashtag Bedrock. If you're doing Java, hashtag Java. And then obviously you're going to want to put your thumbnail. Now since I haven't verified this alt account, I can't actually put it on there, but you click upload file and then click on your thumbnail. If you have playlists, I recommend creating them as it's more organized. You can put them into there. If it's made for kids, choose between that. If you're using a extra outro, kind of like how I use, you can click on this and add an end screen. I can't show you because I didn't add one to this video. And then once you're done, you can hit public and publish it. So you followed the tutorial and now you've created your first Minecraft Bedrock video. Again, I do recommend checking out Sparks Guy's video on thumbnails since I am not the best when it comes to thumbnails, but I hope that this showed you the basics. And again, check out the description down below as I am linking a Google Drive that is filled with assets that can help you for your videos. If you enjoyed this video and thought it was helpful, like and subscribe as we are on the road to 2,000, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye.